Peace and Pan-Africanism, peace and Pan-Africanism. 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 Pan-Africanism by any means necessary. Good Garvey Day to my American Africans. Good Garvey Day to my Canadian Africans. Good Garvey Day to my Central American Africans. Good Garvey Day to my South American Africans. Good Garvey Day to my continental Africans, my Australian Africans, my South Pacific Africans. Good Garvey Day to my Africans of Europe. I can't wait to see you next month, September the 24th in London, England. Good Garvey Day to my Africans in Asia. Good Garvey Day to my South Africans. I can't wait to see you in Limpopo, November 18th and 19th for the men's conference. This is your big brother, King Kong Consciousness, coming to you live and direct from the most anticipated independent school in American history. I said I'm coming to you live and direct from the most anticipated independent school in American history. That would be none other than the most honorable Frederick Douglass and most honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey, RBG. International Leadership Academy for Pan-African Excellence, brothers and sisters. Go to your Cash App and make a donation for the festival. Go to your Cash App and make a donation for the festival. $sign FDMG School on your Cash App. I said $sign FDMG School on your Cash App. I said $sign FDMG School on your Cash App. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. Brothers and sisters, I just got a text message from my big brother Murdoch representing Kingsport, Tennessee. I just got a text message from my good brother Murdoch representing Kingsport, Tennessee, who's a member of the FDMG Festival team. He's a member of the FDMG Festival team. You'll see him Saturday, September the 10th. Make sure you register for the festival at fdmgfestival.com. Make sure you register for the festival, fdmgfestival.com. Make sure you register for the festival, fdmgfestival.com. Here's what I want to say today. I got a brief message. I won't keep you too long. Here's what I want to say today. I have a brief message. I won't keep you too long. Here's what I want to say today. I have a brief message. I won't keep you too long. Brother Murdoch just sent me an article about a white girl named Audrey Lorber. Brother Murdoch just sent me a letter about a white girl from Staten Island, New York. Shout out to my New York City Africans. I'll be in Brooklyn tomorrow interviewing parents and professionals for the shockumentary. Shout out to my New York City Africans. I'll be in Brooklyn, New York City tomorrow interviewing parents and professionals for my shockumentary. Let me know if anything going on tomorrow night in Brooklyn. Let me know if anything going on tomorrow night in Brooklyn. Let me know if anything going on tomorrow night in Bronx, Queens, Staten Island, Long Island, or Harlem. I'll be in New York City tomorrow interviewing for the shockumentary. But let me get back to my point. Let me get back to my point. Let me get back to my point. This snow bunny, Audrey Lorber, was 19 years old when she went to Russia 2 years ago in 2019. She was 19 years old when she went to Russia 2 years ago in 2019. And she got caught with 19 grams of marijuana. Audrey Lorber, 19-year-old Staten Island snow bunny, got caught in Russia and arrested with 19 grams of marijuana. 19 grams of marijuana. She spent 60 days in a Russian jail and had to pay a $375 fine. She spent 60 days in a Russian jail and had to spend $375 to pay a fine, and she came on home. 60 days and a $375 fine. Audrey Lorber, look her up on the internet. Audrey Lorber, look her up on the internet. 19 grams of marijuana. 19 grams of marijuana. 19 grams of marijuana. And she only had to do 60 days in jail, pay a $375 fine, and Audrey Lorber was back home in Staten Island, New York. Brittney Griner, two-time Olympic gold medalist, Brittney Griner, whose father fought in 2 wars, including Vietnam. Brittney Griner, who won the FIBA Cup for America. Brittney Griner, WNBA Player of the Year. Brittney Griner, NCAA Player of the Year. Brittney Griner, WNBA champion. Brittney Griner, NCAA champion. Brittney Griner, 8-time All-Star. Brittney Griner, who was in Russia on a work permit since 2015. Brittney Griner was in Russia on a work visa. 2015, gets caught with less than 1 gram of cannabis oil. She didn't have marijuana. She had less than an ounce of oil. Aubrey, the 19-year-old privileged white snow bunny, had 19 grams of weed. Aubrey had 19 grams of weed. Aubrey Lauder from Staten Island had 19 grams of weed. Brittney Griner, less than an ounce of cannabis oil. She's sentenced to 9 years. She's sentenced to 9 years. She's sentenced to 9 years. And now President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris, President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris, now they talking about we got to get her out. Now they talking about we got to get her out. You know why they talking about they got to get Brittney Griner out now? Now today on the news, they've made progress towards getting Brittney Griner out. Let me tell you what's going on here. Let me help you understand, overstand, and understand what's going on here. Let me help you understand, overstand, and understand what's going on here. America knew they got Aubrey Lord home in 60 days. They knew that. The State Department made a phone call to Russia. I know this. They got that white girl home with the quickness. They got that white girl home with 19 grams of marijuana with the quickness, but Joe Biden never thought that the American African public would find out about the Audrey Lorde case. See, the government of America in all its racism didn't think black people would find out. The government of America in all its racism didn't think black people would find out that y'all got that white girl home in 60 days. Y'all got that white girl home in 60 days. Y'all got that white girl home in 60 days. And now all black people know y'all got Audrey Lorde, 19-year-old woman from Staten Island. Y'all got her home in 60 days. Now you got to get Brittney home. You know why? Because this is a clear case of double standard. This is a clear case of privilege for the white girl and disdain for the black girl. This is a clear case by the United States government of privilege for the white girl and disdain for the black girl. See, y'all was ready to throw Brittney Griner to the wolves. Y'all was ready to throw Brittney Griner to the wolves. Y'all was ready to throw Brittney Griner to the wolves because she didn't want to stand up for your national anthem, because she wanted to stand up for her people. Y'all mad at Brittney Griner because even though she was a celebrity, she exercised her consciousness and said, I'm not standing for that anthem. I'm going to take a knee for my people. She said, I'm not standing for that anthem. I'm going to take a seat for my people. She pulled a Rosa Parks on y'all ass and y'all got mad. Brittney Griner poured a John Carlos on y'all ass and y'all got mad. Brittney Griner poured a Tommy Smith, a Muhammad Ali, a Colin Kaepernick on that ass and y'all got mad. So y'all was going to throw Brittney Griner to the wolves because she refused to stand for the anthem, to protest police genocide against African people. Y'all was going to let her suffer and make it look like this was all about Russia. Y'all was going to let our sister suffer for 9 years in jail. I want you black people to understand what America is. I want you black people to know what America is. I want you Africans to know that even when you a celebrity, even when you are LGBTQ, even when you a feminist, even when you are a 2-time Olympic gold medal celebrity, if you black, this country don't give a damn about you. But guess what the problem is now? Let me tell you what the problem is now. Let me tell you why Joe Biden is rushing to get Brittney Griner home now. Let me tell you why Kamala Harris is rushing to get Brittney Griner home now. Because the elections are 3 months away. Oh yeah, the midterm elections are 3 months away. That's why they got to get Brittney home. They need Negroes at the voting booths. Y'all need Negroes at the voting booths. See, Joe Biden watched my live stream last night. Kamala Harris watched my live stream last night. Joe Biden watched my live stream last night. Kamala Harris watched my live stream last night. Joe Biden watched my live stream last night. Kamala Harris watched my live stream last night. And every time I go live, every time I drop the Garvey grenade, the next morning, it's a new headlines on front of the newspapers. I remember I dropped the Garvey grenade on the Emmett Till anti-lynching bill. Next day, it gets approved. Every time I drop the Garvey grenade on the U.S. government schemes, the next morning, it's an about face and it's a whole new strategy. They saw my live last night. They said we got to get her home because Ifa Tunde going to tell black folks don't vote. We got to get her home because the Prince of Pan-Africanism is about to tell black America to boycott the election polls. Brittney Griner will be home before elections. Brittney Griner will be home before elections. Brittney Griner will be home before elections, because if she not, those Negroes in the Congressional Black Caucus, if Brittney Griner ain't home, if she isn't home before the November midterm elections, half of the Congressional Black Caucus will be unseated. If Brittney Griner isn't home by elections, half of the Congressional Black Caucus will be unseated. Joe Biden can't afford that. He need all those step-and fetcher Uncle Tom Negroes in the U.S. Congress. He need all them Negroes in the Congressional Black Caucus. He need all them to vote Democrat. He need them to stay there. Joe Biden need those loyal house slaves to stay in the Congressional Black Caucus. He need them 60, 70, and 80-year-old U.S. representatives to stay in Congress to push the Democratic agenda. So Joe Biden knows that if Brittney Griner is not home by November, President Biden knows that if Brittney Griner is not home by November, black folks won't be voting. Black folks won't be voting. Black folks won't be voting. So Joe Biden know that the future of the Democratic Party, the future of the Democratic Party is contingent on the immediate release of Brittney Griner. They're not bringing her home because they care about her. We already know that. They're not bringing her home because they care about black women. We already know that. They're not bringing her home because they got caught. They're not bringing her home because we know about Audrey Lloyd, the 19-year-old who was home in 60 days with 19 grams of weed. That's not why she's coming home. She's coming home because the elections are in November. The elections are in November, and the Democratic Party cannot afford for Negroes to stay home. They need them on the Democratic Party plantation November 3rd. They need you on the Democratic Party plantation November 3rd. They need you on the Democratic Party plantation November 3rd, casting your votes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, brothers and sisters. I called it. I called it. I called it. What did I tell y'all to repeat after me yesterday? What did I tell y'all to repeat after me yesterday? Did I not say enforcement of law is discretionary? Didn't I just say that last night? Did I or did I not say that last night? Did I or did I not say enforcement of all law is discretionary? Didn't I just say that last night, brothers and sisters? So guess what? They just proved it. Audrey Lloyd, more marijuana than Brittney. 19 grams compared to less than an ounce of oil. 19 grams of hard weed compared to less than an ounce of oil. 2 months, $375. Brittney Griner, 9 years, $16,000. Brothers and sisters, tell the truth and shame the devil. Tell the truth and shame the devil. Let me tell you where I'm on my way to right now. Let me tell y'all where I'm on my way to right now. I'm about to go to West Philly. I heard that the Pan-Africanists is having an African Independence Day celebration in Malcolm X Park. I'm on my way to West Philly. I just heard that the Pan-Africanists are having an African Independence Day celebration in West Philadelphia. So for all my Philadelphia Africans, my Southeastern Pennsylvania Africans, I'm on my way to Malcolm X Park, 52nd and Pine, West Philadelphia. I said I am on my way right now to Malcolm X Park, 52nd and Pine, West Philadelphia, to support the African Independence Day celebration. I'm not speaking, brothers and sisters. I'm not scheduled to speak. I'm coming to support, buy me some food, support the vendors. If there's any queens who need to talk to the prince, meet me in Malcolm X Park. Malcolm X Park is 55 minutes from the front door of the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. I said Malcolm X Park, West Philly is 55 minutes away from the front door of the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. So I'm about to head on over to Malcolm X Park for about an hour or two. Any parents need to talk to me about their children. Anybody need to have a word with the prince, some questions about your children. Any other alpha male kings need to talk to me about some work you're doing in the hood to save black men, ex-offenders, homeless men, psychologically unhealthy men. If you need to have a conversation with me, hometown of Philadelphia. If you need to have a conversation with me, hometown of Philadelphia. If you need to have a conversation with me, hometown of Philadelphia, it's 3 o'clock now. I'll be pulling up at Malcolm X Park, 52nd and Pine in West Philly at 4 o'clock. And I'll be pulling out of there at about 6 o'clock. 2 hours, maybe 90 minutes. I got some more runs and meetings to do. The work never stops for the most requested and the most relevant Pan-African scholar on the face of the earth. So I'm going to head on up to West Philly right now. But Brittney Griner, hold your head. Hold your head, Brittney. Crazy Joe and Coonish Kamala. Crazy Joe and Coonish Kamala. Kamala the Coon, they coming to get you, baby. They coming to get you, baby. They got caught, and they got to get you out now because they can't afford for black folks not to be in those election lines at the voting booth on November the 3rd. This is the Prince of Pan-Africanism. Sign up for the festival, FDMGfestival.com. Sign up for the festival, FDMGfestival.com. Sign up for the festival, FDMGfestival.com. Black queens forever, snow bunnies never. I said black queens forever, snow bunnies never. I said black queens forever, snow bunnies never. This is King Kong. I'm out.